Do you ever wake up with a crick in the neck? It's hard to turn your head side to side, and it even hurts to hold your head up. Me too. Since I spend hours sitting at my desk video editing, lifting weights, and probably sleeping stupid, my traps and neck can be an absolute wreck sometimes, especially on the arm that controls the mouse. That's why I was intrigued by cupping. I first saw Michael Phelps do it in 2016.
We've seen, you can see them right there on the back of Michael Phelps. It has now become all the rage.
But I didn't give it much thought. Now I see it everywhere. A legendary Olympian swears by it. Wikipedia calls it pseudoscience. So which is it? I sat down with a licensed massage therapist to get the facts, asked the awkward questions, and yes, I took one for the team, got on the table to try it out for us. And I've got the marks to prove it. All to answer the question, will cupping fix my neck pain? Or is it just another wellness fad? All right, we made it to her office, and it looks like these crazy devices are what she's going to use on me. I hope not.
Cupping's been used all over the world for about 5,000 years. And, back in the day, they would have bone, bamboo, and eventually glass to suck all the oxygen out. So they would often use fire, suck all the oxygen out, and just put it on the skin. They still do that in traditional Chinese medicine as well, but massage therapists are not dealing with fire.
She's not going to use fire. She is not going to use fire.
And so we thankfully have silicone cups, and also I use glass cups as well.
Okay. So that explains these crazy looking devices sitting on her shelf.
Yeah, cupping came to the manual therapy world in the 90s or so. And then of course with Michael Phelps in the Olympics, everyone all over the world was like, oh, these interesting circular shapes, what are those?
Who would you recommend cupping would be for if someone's never done it before?
I will usually instigate cupping for somebody who has really tight spots that they want to work on specifically. So say you come in and you say like, oh, this part of my shoulder, like the trap, some people don't know the anatomy things, and so they'll start pointing, in which case I'll say, oh, tell me more about how that feels, and then we can say, oh, this is a space that doesn't move very well or has many layers of tissue, and I think cupping would be really nice to not only like me pressing into the tissue, but cupping lifts the tissue, and that gives another advantage to loosening things up.
Allie started off with these nice massage motions to get my body warmed up and to find out what areas might be tight and in need of cupping. This felt very nice, but I was still wondering what exactly happens when the cup goes on the tight area.
Okay, so cupping is really good for tight tissue in an area. So any kind of tissue, soft superficial tissue, especially fascia, and the blood flow underneath will get released as well.
Okay, so the superficial tissue is this layer here right below the skin. And then the fascia is like a soft, stretchy suit around your muscles, helping everything stay organized and slide around when you move. When the cup goes on, it gently lifts the skin and fascia like a tiny vacuum. That lift creates space under the surface, letting fresh blood and oxygen rush in and giving your body a chance to let old waste and trapped tension out, like opening a window so your body can breathe and heal. It was time to break out the cups. Allie started with the soft silicone cup and was moving it around to start. This felt suspiciously nice.
The moving kind we call dynamic cupping, and that is mostly to warm up the tissue, so it'll get used to the sensation of suction applied to it, and then the superficial tissue will get loosened, and then by the time that's all warmed up, we can zone in and we'll use a little bit more direct, and by a little bit I mean as much as tolerated.
Right, so that was just the warm-up. Here was time for the real cupping to begin. As she sucked the air out of the glass cup, it did feel like a little vacuum. It didn't hurt, but it definitely felt like an intense suction on the skin. Quick side note, 1, I apologize that this looks so nasty. And 2, this is the work of Temmie the cat. Okay, this is really getting woo-woo, but energetically, cupping, do you think there's anything to it beyond the actual, oh, I have a pain, for the flow of energy through the body?
I would say that's more, I've experienced that more in a traditional Chinese medicine setting. So they're using the meridians and some of the acupoints to to do the treatment, in which case that does have energetic components to it. My flavor tends to be much more anatomical, more clinical, that's just how I work. But what I will say about fascia in general, fascia does tend to hold on to experiences that we've had, and they're starting to find out that not only are they, the tissues can be really tight physically, but there also can be an emotional holding in that area, which we know because sometimes if you release the tissue, you can have an emotional experience that comes up out of nowhere or seemingly nowhere.
That's so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
My shoulders and upper back were definitely in need of some cupping with tight areas. But for the sake of the video, Allie wanted to do it big and put a lot of cups on my back. I started to really feel too much pressure on my shoulder, so she let some air out of that cup.
And that'll lift and lift and lift and lift. We'll leave it for 2 to 5 minutes or so, generally speaking. And then it'll leave a mark.
So we hung out with these on for a few minutes, and while I didn't have any emotional experiences, it did leave a mark. No, it was good. It definitely felt intense at times, but it felt, I feel like everything released as soon as you took the cup off. It's like,
yeah, and notice you take a breath after the release of the cup, like you can breathe easier.
It really does feel like, when we talked earlier, like it's more than just muscle. Like I feel like it's like everything that was in there that I didn't know just relaxes. So.
Yeah, when we're lifting not only the fascia, the connective tissue, but also the lymphatic tissue, and also the capillaries get filled with blood. So all of that just comes up to the surface and gets all stimulated, and then when you release it, it has places to go now. So that's why marks might happen, is if there's lots of stagnation in the tissue, and then we've pulled up all of that fluid. If it hasn't been vascularized in a long time, if it hasn't had blood flow in a long time, then you might have some marks for a little while.
What are your tips for care for after a cupping session?
Stay hydrated for sure. You want to keep the fluids moving, and so they don't get, the reverse of what we just did. And then keeping everything moving. I'm not somebody who's going to say, like, don't do anything after a massage session. So anything you can do, but maybe don't go for a personal record. If you go to the gym and you're deadlifting, maybe stick to things that feel comfortable instead of going for a PR. So that way the tissue is still moving and getting used to its new range of motion. But, maybe it's not getting too much of a workout. So it keeps the flow that we just created.
So I definitely did have marks, and I totally forgot the next morning when I went to take a shower. I stayed hydrated and followed the rest of Allie's directions to not go crazy but not do nothing. But the question that we all want to know is, did it get rid of my neck pain or not?
When I first left the session, I definitely felt good, like we got to the spot that was hurting, but I didn't feel totally opened up until the next day. Would I do it again? Absolutely. So Allie has worked these into our sessions for some months, and it definitely helps with maintenance. Now, I do need to get to the bottom of the problem of why I keep getting tight in the same area, but the cupping usually does the job along with her other massage techniques. I'm not sure that I would do a cupping session that was like I just go only for cupping, and that's the only thing that's going to happen. But I do really enjoy having cupping being used as part of the whole treatment. So we do some massage, do the cups for parts of it, but it's not the whole entire session. All right, that's the scoop on cupping. Weird, ancient, and I would say legit. If you've done cupping before, let me know in the comments. Did it work for you? What did you think? And if you're curious or you have any questions for me or for Allie, let us know in the comments. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one.